we got some Mac accessories you might be interested in. Welcome back to the channel. So what do we have today? We have about 20 or 25 different Mac accessories. And let me give you a little step back history on my channel. I used to do these like simple videos where I'd show you just new stuff that was coming out on Amazon or different web pages and stuff. And I don't really have all of it in-house. It's just kind of the way I used to do it, just kind of just showcase them. So if you're interested in like in MacBooks or iPads or anything else, I'm going to showcase you about 20 or 25 products that I'm interested in, and you might be too. So sit back and relax. If you hear a buzzing noise, we're getting attacked by cicadas today in Illinois, so you probably know this if you're in the Midwest. Anyways, sit back, relax. Let's just go through these products. I think you're going to like them. Let's go. Okay, for product number one, maybe you're going to be thinking about buying the M2 11-inch iPad Air. That's a mouthful. And you want to buy a keyboard, but it's just so expensive, right? The iPads are already expensive. There's a company out there that makes really good keyboards and cases all built into one for a good price. Take a look at my screen. This one's over here this is on Amazon. It's ESR iPad Air 11-inch case here with keyboard. It's the M2 version, so you can see it's the newest version of 2024. It's got an easy set magnetic stand. So what this basically does is if you can see in here, it comes with the kind of a case on it. So you can see that down in this picture here. I'll click on it. It actually has a case that clicks onto your iPad, and then that case magnetically connects to the back of this here, and you can kind of just move it around very easily, and it's got obviously a keyboard built into it as well. Now, everyone I've talked to, and I've actually tested one of these, it was a different model. Keyboards are really nice on these for the cost, so 119 bucks. They come in different models and everything, and if I click on this video here, you might be able to see a little bit more about it. Look at this. It flips like that, and then you can put your pen in there, fold it up, and it's got a little carrying case. So it's actually really nice. It comes in white as well. So definitely check that out. It's called the ESR iPad case. 119 bucks. Save a little bit of money. Okay, now the second case here is, let's say you're going to buy the brand new iPad M4 Pro, right? That's the really expensive one. Now the keyboard for that, now Apple did come out with a great keyboard. It's I think $299, but a lot of people like Logitech keyboards, and on top of it, that keyboard's actually pretty heavy. It's actually got a lot of weight to it. So when you add it to the iPad, it's very heavy to carry around. I think it's almost as much as a MacBook, or even maybe more. So here's one by Logitech right here. They actually came out with a new iteration of this. This is called the Logitech Combo Touch iPad. This is going to be the 13-inch for the M4. You can see it right here, 2024. So the kind of the beauty of this, it's a little bit cheaper, $259.99, so you save 40 or 50 bucks. But the beauty of this, let me click on here, is actually the keyboard is very, very thin and light, but it still has great typing, ergonomics on it. A lot of people claim that this is one of the best keyboards out there as far as kind of mimicking, I can't say that word, basically the actual keyboard from like a MacBook or something. And so if the whole reason you're going to be getting something like this is to keep it light and small, this is actually a keyboard a lot of people go to that's a really high quality keyboard. So $259, I'll have links to all this in the video description. You can definitely go in and check out everything out here. You can see how it looks in here. But overall, you can see how thin and light it is here. So that's really the kind of the selling point of this, is if you want to keep your whole environment thin and light, this does it for you instead of going with a really, really heavy keyboard. All right, the next product's by Ugreen, and I love this thing because I usually travel a lot. If you travel a lot, take a look over here. This is the Ugreen Power Bank. It's 2,500 milliamps, but 145 watts. This is the key here. And you can see down here, it says capable 145 watts of fast charging, fully charging a 13-inch MacBook Air in about 90 minutes. So this battery can charge your MacBook Air in about 90 minutes off of a battery, just like this. And we'll click on it here, but it's got, obviously it's just kind of a battery, obviously you can see, but it's got obviously a digital reading. It's got a couple inputs and outputs, USB-A and USB-C, USB-C cable here. 145 watts, so that's the key. It's very, very fast charging here. And you can see here, it can do like a switch 4.1 times. An iPhone 15, you can charge up to 5.2 times using this little battery here. Galaxy S4, 3.6 times. It says a MacBook Pro, 0.94, but actually a MacBook Air, I think it's around like 1 point something. So you actually get it even more than one charge of the MacBook Air. Overall, though, it's 119 bucks, but if you travel with this thing, it's a great thing to travel with because you can always recharge a full charge on your MacBook. Great battery, a little bit expensive, but it's 20 bucks off right now. Check it out. All right, the next one, if you use Apple AirTags, but you don't like kind of the size of them, maybe they're too thick for you, this is actually a good product. I've actually tested this out. It's really actually on a huge sale right now, so check it out over here. This is I think they call it the Eufy Security by Anker Smart Track card. So it's basically like an AirTag, but you can see here it says it says it works with Apple Find My iOS. It's only Find My Wallet tracker. So you can actually hook this right up to Apple Find My Wallet or Find My tracker type system built into Apple. So there it is. It's only for Apple. It's not for Android. But the size of it, first of all, it's 43% off right now. It used to be $29. It's only $16.98. But you can see the size of it. It's actually got the exact size. It's a little bit thicker than a credit card. They say about 2 credit cards of thickness. So you can actually throw it into a wallet really easily like this, and then you can track your wallet. It's also got, it's got 2 systems. You can track it with the Apple system, or actually you can track it with their system. So if you have a backup system, you can track it 2 different ways. And it also emits an alarm. So like if you want to find your wallet, you can hit a button. It'll make an alarm noise. You can go ahead and find it. But overall, it comes down to the size of it. If you just want to slip this into your obviously your wallet, this is a lot better size for you, and it's on super sale at $16.98, and it works with Find My Wallet on Apple, so no problem there. All right, so this next one's more of a premium product, but it caught my eye for one reason. But let's look at the screen here for a second. This is from Amazon again, but I'll show you another page in a second. This is the Satechi Thunderbolt 4 docking station, 12-in-1. Now, I've worked with them before. They have quality products, and of course, it's $299. So again, it's a premium product. What do you get for this? Well, first of all, and I'm going to get into kind of the special feature here in a second, but here it is. You get 3 Thunderbolt 4 ports on the front, Ethernet, and then you get USB-A. I believe, I don't know what's the front or back, but this might be the front. But this basically, you get a SD card reader, then you get another USB port A here, you get the headphone jack, and then you get the host port, Thunderbolt 4 to your host. So that's basically what it is. So if you want a nice Thunderbolt port, but this is a little bit different, because if you go to the next article over here, this is from Mac Rumors. It says Satechi launches this new, it says Thunderbolt 4 multi-display docking station. Now it's called it uses display link in here also, which you've probably heard of before. It allows Macs to connect to more monitors than you normally can. That's one thing. But the thing that it kind of promises down here, and this is the weird thing, it says, Satechi says that the feature is designed to address the single display limit on the M1, M2, and M3 chips. The M1 and M2 and M3 MacBook Pro model support up to 3 displays with this dock, while the M3 MacBook Air supports 4 in clamshell mode. This is claiming that the M3 MacBook Air can support up to 4 different screens in clamshell mode with this kind of setup here, with this actual, hub, which I don't know if that's true. I've never heard of that before. Anyways, check it out. It's from Satechi. Do your own research before buying, because I don't know if that's true, but that's what they're saying. All right, the next one is just kind of a sale, and I use these kind of products all the time. I've actually used one very close to this, and I've used this company before, but I have not used this product. So over here, this is going to be one coming up from, it's called a Baseus. I believe that's how you call it, or I'm probably butchering that name there. But this is for MagSafe portable charger. The reason I like this is, first of all, it's 35% off. Used to be $45, now it's $29.99. You can see it here. And all this is it's a 10,000 milliamp wireless magnetic power bank with USB-C cable, 20-watt power charging. So obviously, we can go ahead and click on here. Let's go ahead and click on the product. You can see what it does. It attaches magnetically directly to your iPhone, and it'll charge it wirelessly, which is great. But you can obviously then take that, charge it up, put it in your pocket, and then when you're traveling or something, you can just either have it on the phone while you're talking, or you can just set it like as a base and put it on there. So nothing crazy special, but you can see some pictures here. 20 watts of charging here. So it says Apple 15% to 50% in 30 minutes. That's kind of cool. And then you can go ahead and plug it in and get additional charging if you just want it as a kind of a charging dock at all times, so it works that way without just using the battery. You can plug it in directly. So for the cost, I think this is great, $29.99. And I think that, what is it claiming here? It was claiming something which I wasn't sure about. Let's just see here. It's right here. It says it charges, what is it? iPhone 15 Pro Max 1.3 times. iPhone 14 Pro charges 1.8 times. iPhone 12 charges 2.1 times. So you're going to get at least a full charge, if not more, on smaller, the small amount of iPhones. So not a bad deal for $29. All right, the next one is just something that I always like to have extra of, and it's very difficult to find them. Even Apple barely sells these things. If they do, they're very expensive. Here's one I've used before. I actually have a backup of this. This is a 140-watt USB-C to magnetic 3 cables. So this is basically, obviously, your MagSafe cable for all of your MacBooks. Only $19.99 right now, usually about $30, so it's 33% off. So I like to pick these up just to have an extra one around the house and stuff. You can see it connects right into your MacBook. So nothing special here, right? It's just an off-name brand. This brand is by some crazy company right here. I can't even pronounce it, but I've actually used this cable, and it does work really well. For about $20, if you want a backup, let's say you have something downstairs and upstairs, and you want to be able to plug in your MacBook and not take the cable everywhere, this is a good price for it. And for Apple, I think it'll be double or triple the cost. And then the same thing, if you lose your normal charger for Apple and you want to buy something inexpensive that works really well, I've used this one as well. This is the MacBook Pro charger. It's a 100-watt USB-C charger. You can see here, Anchor compact and foldable, fast design. 34% off right now, $24.99. So it's a great cost on this. Obviously, it's just got the one, they call it the IQ3 plug there. Only one plug, but it's 100 watts right there. So it says fully charge a MacBook Pro in about 1 hour and 29 minutes. You can see it right here. Nothing special again. It comes with the USB-C on one side, obviously, plugs in USB-C on the other side. But what does it say here? Monitors temperature. It's got a whole bunch of kind of security things built into it. But basically, it charges all your devices. It's a 100-watt USB-C for $24, which you can't beat right now. Obviously, you can buy these, cheaper. You can usually find them for like 20 watt, 30 watt, somewhere for about this cost. But 100 watt is really good. All right, so for this next product, I actually had a full video on this. Check out my channel if you want to pick this up. But this is called the TerraMaster D8 Hybrid DAS, D-A-S. It's not really a NAS, it's a DAS. Long story short, though, if you look at this thing, I think it's around $299. It used to be on sale for $199 on Kickstarter, but right now it's $299, I believe. But it's basically a direct attach storage for your Mac. So the beauty of this thing is it has 4 slots on the front here where you can put 2.5-inch SSDs or 3.5-inch spinning drives. 2 of them can be in RAID 1, RAID 0, and then I think just a bunch of disks as well. But on this side, this is the beauty of it. It holds up to additional 4 more M.2 drives right there. So you can get 4 M.2 drives, 4 other drives in the front, and it's just great. So one of the complaints of this, though, is that it basically, a lot of people will say that there's maybe not enough throughput because it's got a 10 gigabit per second cable that connects into your computer. And if you're doing a whole bunch of things on all the drives at once, you can run into some limitation on speeds. But I don't use it that way. I do all my normal stuff on the fast M.2s, and then from there I back over. During the night or something, I back over to these other drives on the other side of it over here, kind of the more spinning drives, and the things work flawless for me. Here's the Kickstarter page over here. You can see it right here. The funny thing is if you scroll down here, just kind of you can see me right there. There's my video. So it's on this Kickstarter. If you scroll down on the Kickstarter page, I'm going to be on there. So check out that video. I love the thing. I can't go wrong with it for the money and stuff like that. And I don't like complex, anything that's really complex, and this isn't. So check it out. All right, so the next products, everyone's heard of the Samsung, the M8 monitor, the one that looks almost like a Mac monitor. They made an update to it. So if you look over here, this is from 9 to 5 Mac. Samsung launches new 4K smart monitor with AirPlay, USB-C, and AI upscaling. So long story short, this is the new M8 version of it. So there used to be an old M8 version. You can get a little bit cheaper. What's the main difference here? There's not much, but it has this 4K upscaling now, which basically means if you're watching lower kind of content on TV or something with this monitor, it'll upscale to be like 4K, which is great. So you can see it's a 4K monitor here, USB-C, 65-watt charging, 60 hertz only, HDR10 support. It's about 400 nits of brightness. If you liked this monitor before, they made it just slightly better. You can go ahead and check out the article and stuff to see what's different on it. But over here on Amazon, the only difference is now it's like $699. The Samsung monitors always start there and then they drop. I think the other version of the M8 of this is about $4 something right now. So I would wait for it to drop a little bit. But if you want to get in early, you can pick one up for $699. Just be aware that the new M8 version came out. It's got the AI upscaling. It's a dedicated chip built into it and some other additional features and stuff. But overall, it's very, very similar to the original. All right, this next product's great if you're security conscious and you travel a lot, all right? You don't want to deal with like VPNs and stuff. This thing's actually a great router. So look over here. This is $169. This is called the AirCove Go portable Wi-Fi. It's a Wi-Fi 6, so it's fast up to 1,200 megabytes per second VPN router. Now, the reason I like this is, it's kind of expensive, right? But why would you want something like this? Well, first of all, it's tiny. You can throw it in your pocket. But this is made for when you travel around the country. And I'll have a link to this, obviously, this page here. But I'm going to go to this next page. So it says, what makes AirCove Go great for the business travel, right? Business traveler, you need security. Why is this great? Well, it says, picture this. You're in a hotel room needing to connect securely to Wi-Fi. AirCove Go becomes your trusted connection, offering a secure private bubble of Wi-Fi that travels with you wherever you go. Wherever you're in a hotel, Airbnb, co-working space, AirCove Go ensures your online activities are protected from any man-in-the-middle attacks on the connection you're using. Even devices that you can't typically use a VPN on, like game consoles, smart locks, certain TVs, it's protected. So all you have to do is you set this up. As soon as you go to the hotel, you connect it to the Wi-Fi, and then all of your devices, you already preset them up. They connect just directly to the router, and you don't have to connect each one individually, and then you have that secure connection that works better than a VPN, actually, and it's all built into this wireless router. So $169 if you like it. AirCove, what is it called? The AirCove Go. I love the thing. I actually have used it many times. I don't have one on me right now. I have one in the office, but I love it. It's a great product. All right, a new product from Logitech. If you like Logitech keyboards, they kind of made a weird one here. And some people love these things, some people don't. So what do they have? Over here, they basically came out with the Logitech Wave keys for Mac. So this is actually made for a Mac. And you can see actually the let me just click on it. You can see the design of it right here. So it's got that wavy design. It's supposed to be ergonomically really good to type on. I have not specifically tried this. This is kind of almost brand new. But you can see down here it does have all of the Mac keys, so it's made directly for a Mac here. And I guess it's just made, it's got the palm rest built in, and it says that it's a lot easier to type on. Now, some of the ones that are disconnected and stuff, I've never liked that much. But I'm guessing if it's from Logitech, I'm guaranteed that they probably figured something out here. But anyways, if you like these kind of keyboards, you want to try one out, you can see right here the position of the hands. It's just got a slight wave to it. I guess it's more comfortable for long-term typing. That's actually what they're saying here. And it's actually not that expensive. It comes in white to match your Macs and stuff, but about $60, which is not bad for a keyboard like this. Anyways, just wanted to show you it's out there. If you love these kind of keyboards, give it a shot. All right, this next product's not really Mac related at all. So I just want to throw it in there because it's super interesting. I just saw this when I was searching for other products. This is called the Space Top. It's the AR laptop for work. This is going to be, you can reserve your spot right now. They're expensive. I believe they're like $1,500 or something. You don't quote me on it, but basically, take a look at this. So it's basically it's a keyboard that has this like built-in glasses on it. And I'll just scroll down here. So it's someone like, you open it up and you take the glasses out, and all you have is a keyboard that you're working with. If you take a look at the screen here, so you fold it open and then you pull out your glasses, and then you can go ahead and work directly like you can with AR glasses. But the weird thing with this one, let me just go ahead. You can do it on a plane. Here's another example. You take the glasses out. They're connected through a wire to the keyboard, but it's kind of like a built-in almost laptop without a screen, and your screen are the goggles. So you basically take that out and you plug it in, and then they have all your screens in front of you. They say that there's a whole bunch of screens you can put, and you don't have to put them at different angles. You can have them all just right in front of you, but you can also go 360 degrees around you. The only caveat to this is it does not show Mac OS, or does not show even Windows. It's got its kind of own built-in kind of almost Chrome or Android type operating system. A lot of people say it's really good, if you do a lot of stuff that's going to be online stuff. But you can see here, you pull out the glasses and you're going ahead and you're checking email and stuff. So you can watch movies. You can do anything, like you can pull up just about anything, like as far as the online streaming services and stuff. But for that much money, it's going to be, kind of a hard sell. Let me just go in here and see. Yeah, it's around $1,700, but I thought it was an interesting product. Is this the way laptops are going to go with no screen? Interesting. All right, the next product is interesting to me as well. So here we go. It's the Morphe Juice Pack. This is for the iPhone 15. Now, the reason I like this is it's 20% off, usually $100. Now it's only around $80, so it's a good cost here. The reason I like this is because if you want a good case, this comes with a really good case, protects your phone really well, but also comes with a battery here, you can see. So it's just basically going to give you 50% additional battery, 2400 internal battery. So it's not going to be the biggest, 2400 milliamp battery, 50% additional charge when you need it. You can go ahead and you can click this button down here and see how much it's charged. So let's just say you're walking around, you have the case, the protection, and you're running out of battery. You can go ahead and hit the button. It's going to bring up your battery another 50% for the rest of the day, and you don't have to worry about it. And on top of it, they always say that it's pretty slim here. It's not going to be a huge design. You can see the design here, but it also protects it really well if you drop it. So overall, you're getting 2 for 1. So instead of just getting a case maybe for $50, go ahead and pick this up for $80 with the battery included. I've used their product before, a different one just like this. I have not used a specific one, but they make really good products, so check it out. All right, so the next product is something that I like, and I talk about batteries a few times here, I know, but this one's actually pretty good because I actually love to travel. Let's say you're going camping or you're going somewhere, maybe like with your friends or something for a weekend. This is a perfect device. This is from Anker. This is the Power Bank Station 60,000 milliamp battery, right? What makes this special? Well, there's a couple gimmicks on here, but overall, it's actually a really nice device. So it gives you full readings of what's actually being charged. You can see in here that it's got basically 4 different ports in here. It's also got a solar input. It's also got a light built into it, and then an SOS, which really just flashes the light. It does not send like help if you're in big trouble. So just don't think it does that as well. But overall, it just flashes a light. But you have multiple connections, including solar if you want it in here. But let's just go into here. So you basically can go ahead with this massive 60,000 milliamp. You can charge a MacBook Air almost 3 times. So you get 3 different charges of a computer. And if you can envision a MacBook Air already has 10 hours, 12 hours of battery life, You know, you can go for a whole weekend easily with this. You can do your iPhone 14 about 7.5 charges, so that's really good. So that's, I mean, it's basically a big battery, right? And you can take it with you, and you can charge MacBooks and phones really easily. It says 60 watt max, 27 watt max for your phone charge, 60 watt max for your MacBook, which is really great. $149. So usually these batteries come in a lot more expensive for something that can do this. And this is a little bit smaller. It's not going to take up your entire car, weigh a ton. You know, if you want to take it on a picnic or something. Overall, $149, good deal. And then if you want to spend just a little bit less, this one's by Jackery. And we all know Jackery's basically got some really good products. So here it is right here. And you can see that it's going to have 2 USB-C in and outs, 1 USB-A. This is 100 watts max. This is the key here with this one. This is only 18 watts max. And let's just see why. So why do I like this? First of all, let's look at the price. $99 right now. And if we go down here, before I get to everything, the size isn't that bad. You can see him holding it right here in his hand. And here's another picture in the hand right here. So it's 3100 milliamp, 120 watt charging. It also comes with solar. You can actually hook up a solar panel to it if you want. And it says airline approved because it's at the right kind of size and wattage, so they can be on airlines as well. It says quiet free, all this stuff, but that's not really the thing that I like about this. It's just that it's $99 and you can do a lot with it. So it says you can iPhone let me actually click on that, your phone 6 times, your iPad 2 times, game consoles. You can do, like I said, probably 1 charge basically with the MacBook Air is what I'm guessing on this as well. And again, it's going to be a little bit smaller than the last one that we just talked about, but you can see here he's actually charging his MacBook Air. So overall, it's a great device for $99 if you travel. And I always look for these kind of products because whenever you're out somewhere and you need this kind of power, you always wish you had something like this, right? I do too. So this is one that you want to pick up. This is by Jackery, great company to work with, and I've worked with them before. Anyways, long story short, pick it up. All right, we're going to wrap this up, but the last product's just kind of a novelty product. It's $14.99. And so what is this product? So if you travel a lot and you get your cords all wrapped up and everything and you hate doing that, here's a little product that they've come out with. I think it's kind of interesting, right? So look at this. So you basically, let me actually click over here. So basically right there. So you have this little disc here, and what he does is you take the back of it off, you take off a little sticker there, and you stick this onto your charger directly. So just like this, and then once it's on the charger, again, $14.99. It basically will flip out, and then you can roll your cord into it like this. But there's a little bit more to it. So you can roll your cord into it like this, but then you can take out just a little bit that you need, and they'll show it right here. So if you only need a little bit, you can take that out. You can go through a little hole that they have in there, right there, and then you can go ahead and plug it in so that you don't have a cord going across your entire desk, and you can travel with it, and you can take as much cord as you want. I thought that was kind of ingenious for about $14, right? Who knows, right? Anyways, pick it up. I think is it on sale right now? It's not on sale, so if it goes on sale, it might even be cheaper. Definitely check it out. Okay, we're going to wrap it up. The reason I like these videos is because I used to do this a long time ago, and I love finding these products, but I can't afford buying them all, so I just showcase them, right? I'm just showcasing the products to you. Whether you like them or not, definitely I'll have links to all of them in the description. It does help the channel. But at the end of the day, I love looking for them. I hope you guys love watching them, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Peace.